We go Soxl 3 minute today. I just broke it down, places where you can short and long. Just strictly on the 3 minute chart on Soxl. Now the market's up, pretty good. We've been climbing some volatility, but 7 a.m. This is where I usually start if I'll pre-market trade. It was a good short right at 7. You can see this go down, draw your line. Not a lot of volume, of course, pre-market. This is going to be right out, break a trend line. Now on this, actually I didn't do this one, but you put a line in here. Basically this line is going to be, right like here. So get in 51, and then you got to give it at least, you can see these are all quarter lines. However you play it, whatever your stop is, you got to give it room. Now, once this is at 51, I'll let it come down here, and if I stop out, I stop out. Then this goes higher. Big candle here. I think there was news here because it was 8:30. And then here's another short at 51.75. So the short comes in. Big tail down. They push that tail all the way down and bounce right up, and then you have a big green candle. That's good. You break the trend line right here. And then what do you have here? You're playing this line, right? 51.25. Now, are you playing the next line or even a line below? Sometimes it'll be tails. That's what you got to look for. Look at the low here, 51.26. I said this before. The algos will put in right 2 lines, these quarter lines, whatever it is. And you got to make your price a little bit higher. So 51.25, make it 51.30, because you will miss that entry and this thing took off. And then this became a long, all the way up. A lot of tails in here. Then a big red candle at the top. You're very overbought here. I didn't put this in a short, but this could be a short. It's 2 candles. And then you go down. And then you get down to 51.25 again. And here's another long. So after 2 large candles, you have a big green in here. 51.75 line. You go all the way up. Little cross here, but that's nothing. It didn't really do nothing on a second candle. Goes up, and then here we go again. A little short here near the 53.17. You go down. And this was a quick move. This was 3 candles. Then you come right out of it. Now, this wouldn't have been a big gain. I'm not talking about the big gains or anything like that. I'm just talking about the moves, what you're looking for. Then you get in here, 52.75, starts to climb. Draw your trend line all the way up. Here's another quick short, 53.50. And then, move this out of the way right now. As soon as you come out of this, holding at 53.25. Trend line down too. I'm using trend line, outer trend line. This is the wick, crosses through here. The body of the candle. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to make it so it's like this. You want it to connect as best as possible. And then here we go, 53.25, we're up 53.84. Now this chart today is way more volatility than a lot of days, or some days you'll just have a big move up and back down and consolidate. Every day is different. But what do you have here? Basically 1, 2, 3, 4. You can count this as 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 moves, you could say 10 moves. And now what do you need? You only have to hit, I would say, 1 or 2. Or, if you hit something to say you hit this short, okay, you're waiting. Wait for something specifically that makes sense to you. Like right here, okay, you're playing a candle and it goes up. You don't have to play every move too. That is where traders, it's not about that. I would say maximum 1 to 3 moves. Some days it'll be just a long. Let's say all day it was a long. You can get in and, maybe take profits along the way. But there's the moves there, and you just need 1 or 2. And 1 or 2 for most people trading, let's say 200, 500, 1,000. Just say 200 to 2,000. Most people, that's what they're looking for on the day. And so there it is. And look in the daily chart too to see what we're doing. It's hard to see here, but I have all that written. But you can see we're moving up, and then you had this little sharp move down. But today, it really bounced back. It didn't go back down, and we're having a big green candle on this intraday chart or the daily chart. So there it is on Soxl. And you can see some of the deep lows too. This is why I have stochastics up here. See the deep move down, and then we go back up. It comes down a little bit, then it went down halfway. The deeper moves are going to be good, short to longs, because that's how deep it is on intraday. Unless you have a day the market is getting crushed down or it's just going straight up, and so that's what you'll look for. All right, so that's the moves here. You can check this video out. You can look, study it and see where different moves are. Remember, if you're at quarter lines or whatever, 50 cent, put your price, either if you're doing short or long, like 5 cents higher, 5 to 10 cents, because they're going to try to make you miss your entry right here. Look at that, 51.26. It's incredible how they do that. And that's where we're at. We're still going higher on Soxl today. The market is, pretty strong right now. Please subscribe to Mike Game and Trades on YouTube. Smash the like button.